Daytona Beach, Florida versus New Smyrna Beach, Florida. It's a question that I get asked all the time, and I'm sure it's a question that you have too and want answers to since you clicked on this video right here. So these are two beautiful coastal communities that are only 15 miles apart, yet they vary drastically in what they have to offer in terms of lifestyle and experiences. So in today's video, what I want to do is compare both New Smyrna Beach, Florida and Daytona Beach, Florida. And I've broken this video down into 6 key categories to kind of help us stay organized and on track. And hopefully by the end of the video, you'll be able to see what makes each beach town unique and allow you to better be able to determine which city is going to be better for you. My name is Chris Shores. Myself and business partner Tim Loomis are real estate brokers in the area. We're local born and raised, and it's our passion to help people find their perfect dream home on our Florida East Coast. So talking about the East Coast, let's get into the first key category of today's video, and that is going to be number 1, location. Okay, so New Smyrna Beach and Daytona Beach only sit about 15 miles apart from each other. New Smyrna Beach being on the south side of Daytona by about a 15 to 20 minute drive. And so you can triangulate that a little bit better on the East Coast. You're going to be about 1 hour east of Orlando. So you can think the Orlando International Airport. You've got major sporting events, big arenas, concert venues, the theme parks, Disney, Universal, all this stuff. So you're just an hour away from that. So talking about population, Daytona Beach is definitely going to be the more famous of the two cities. They've got a population of around 80,000 people and 68 square miles. And New Smyrna Beach is going to be a wee bit smaller at 32,000 plus, just over 32,000 people in a 38 square mile section. So Daytona Beach did get its claim to fame by, you guessed it, NASCAR. So Daytona Beach is considered to be one of the birthplaces of racing. And because of that, it has collected a considerable amount of more people over the years, population size. And it has developed more of a urban, bustly feel to it. Whereas New Smyrna has a little bit more space to offer and a little bit more small town charm going on. Okay, so everybody always asks too, what's the climate like? I know there's different parts of the country where just going 15 miles or even a couple miles one way is a huge weather swing. So that is not going to be the case here. The 15-mile differential is not going to be any crazy amounts of different weather. You do get to see some really cool thunderstorms coming off the ocean and sometimes coming over the west onto the ocean as well. But we're in Florida, so we always say if you don't like the weather, just wait 15 minutes and it will change. So nothing to really be concerned about there as far as the different climates in the second category of what's the weather like. So moving on to number 3, we're talking about beaches here, Daytona Beach versus New Smyrna Beach. So let's get to the beach and business here. And how many miles of beach are we really talking? So Daytona Beach has a longer stretch of beach going about 23 miles versus New Smyrna Beach, which is only 17 miles. The big thing to keep in mind here is that both of these beaches do offer the opportunity for you to be able to drive on the beach, take your vehicle, load everything up. It's super convenient, especially if you have kids and a bunch of beach gear or you're looking to surf fish. You can take and have everything hauled right down onto the beach itself. There are designated areas to do this, so they have open beach access ramps. If you're a local resident, you are able to get on for free now. If you're a local Volusia County resident, you're able to get on for free. And if not, you'll have to pay a day pass. To be honest with you, I don't know what that is anymore because I get on for free. I'm lucky. So if you are looking to get on the beach for free, you should move here now and click the link and reach out to us. We'll help you with that. As far as the beaches go, though, on a comparative level of busyness and who's got the more pristine beach, New Smyrna right now, in my opinion, has the busier of beaches. We've definitely grown in a lot of popularity over the years. And I remember growing up, you could go to the beach really pretty much any day of the week with an exception of really a little bit of a Saturday and maybe a Sunday, and it was sort of busy. But now if you go there on a Tuesday at 11 o'clock, it seems like it's packed, especially during spring all the way up until about Labor Day. So that's on a day-to-day basis. And New Smyrna Beach is one of Florida's biggest surf hubs as well. So it's something to keep in mind if you're trying to move here more for the outdoor lifestyle with that. With all that being said though, Daytona Beach, where it may not be as popular now, it still does get busy, especially depending on where you are on the beach ramp that you're going to. If you're stepping out in front of a place, one of the Daytona Beach bars like Ocean Deck, definitely going to be a lot busier because you've got that, and you've got the Florida or the Daytona boardwalk there as well. So you've got a lot of things kind of combining together to make it busier. But the one big thing I will say to keep an eye out or be paying attention to is that Daytona Beach, the beaches do get slammed when it's going to be a race week, a bike week, a truck event, any major event that's happening in Daytona. The beaches do really spike in that category. You can think Bike Week on average brings about 500,000 people to the area for a 7 to 10 day period. So I'd probably stay away from the beaches at that time, but that's me personally. And I get to live here and experience the beaches on a day-to-day. So I get to kind of pick and choose when we enjoy the beaches. Number 4 is arguably, possibly could be the most important category, and that is going to be dining and entertainment. And who doesn't want that? And that's why we live in Florida, or you're moving to Florida in the first place, because you're just looking for a better life experience. So comparing, we'll start out Daytona Beach first. Daytona is going to offer a little bit more diverse selection of dining options, and they are going to have more dining options overall just because of the population size and the size of Daytona overall. The thing I will like to mention though is Daytona Beach, even though it does have more restaurants than New Smyrna, a lot of Daytona is chain restaurants. So you're gonna have all your standard chain restaurants. You have your Paneras and Olive Gardens and Bahama Breeze and Outbacks, and all the things are going to be in Daytona. So that's what you're looking for. Daytona Beach definitely has you covered. New Smyrna Beach, where we have smaller restaurants, we have more mom and pop local restaurants on the island. On the beach side, there are no chain restaurants allowed as of yet. We're hoping it stays that way, fingers crossed. Moving mainland a little bit out west in New Smyrna Beach, we are starting to see chains pop up. I mean, we have our standard McDonald's, Wendy's, that sort of thing. We did just get a Panera in, we got a Culver's in, so we're really moving up big time in the world. So if those are important things to you, Daytona Beach is going to be more of your chain franchise restaurant eateries. New Smyrna, you can think more local, more artesian, more mom and pop, and just a blast of flavor in New Smyrna. Daytona has it too, but I think New Smyrna probably has a little bit more of it, just because we just still have that little more local small town feel. The entertainment aspect of it too, I've got to give that to Daytona Beach, just because of the venues that they have. NASCAR, you've got Race Week. The Daytona Beach Band Shell on A1A is a really cool venue that's located right on the ocean. You've got local summer concert series that happen there. You have the Convention Center and the Peabody Auditorium too, which host national acts that come through. So you've got world famous comedians that are coming through. I was able to, fortunate to check out Ron White and Joe Coy there. They've got other bands and a lot of great talent that comes through Daytona Beach. So New Smyrna does have a really good nightlife as well. It's just gonna be toned down a bunch from Daytona Beach, just because I think it's probably more just a besides thing, not having all the space that Daytona does and not being as developed as Daytona has been for as long as it has been. But we definitely are picking up the pace on it. If you're looking for cool spots to hang out and great local musicians, New Smyrna is definitely it. And New Smyrna is attracting a lot of talent from Orlando and other parts of the world. We've seen people from Australia and all over come here and play specifically in New Smyrna Beach. So pretty cool to check that out, especially in getting the local hometown feels for that. So before we move on to the next category, I still want to kind of hang on here real quick with the dining and entertainment. Don't want to forget the kids and the whole family events. Daytona Beach is going to be a little bit more geared towards that just because they're more developed in that sense. So if you're wanting to take the kids to do miniature golf, zip lining, Daytona Beach Aquarium. Daytona Beach also has a water park. So I would say it's a little bit more kid friendly in that aspect of it's already got things set up and ready to rock and roll for the kiddos. If you're not so much concerned about that and you just want to have some water time with the kids on the beach or going fishing, kayaking, paddleboarding, river tours, New Smyrna Beach is definitely going to be the place to be. Beautiful backwaters that you're able to take advantage of and just really check out and get in touch with nature. And our beaches, we've got the New Smyrna Beach Dunes Park, which I think I'm going to cover here in a little bit, so I won't go too much in that. And down south, we're going to have the seashore as well. So New Smyrna does have kid-friendly things. We're very pet-friendly as well. you're just gonna have to look a little bit harder for the kids stuff here. Okay, so it's time to get down to serious business and let's talk about housing costs and affordability with that. Overall, we did do a video on the cost of living in Florida. You can click there to check that out if you want to and you don't want to finish this video, but you should. If not, come back and keep watching this video later. So housing in New Smyrna Beach versus Daytona Beach. Overall, you're in Florida, so you have pretty much every housing type that you can imagine right at your fingertips. So if you're looking for a golf course community, if you're looking for a aviation airport community, you want oceanfront, riverfront, you want a little home in the middle of 10 acres, we have that too. Really, the world is your oyster at this point when you're choosing between these two coastal cities of what type of home you're really looking for overall in general. We also have townhomes and condos, don't forget that. Just depending really heavily on if you're wanting to have a high maintenance or low maintenance lifestyle on having to take care of a big home, or having a turnkey condo that you can just walk out the door and travel or do whatever you want and not worry about it. So the rental market right now in both cities, I feel like is pretty flat. New Smyrna Beach versus Daytona is going to be a little bit more expensive. For a 3-2 right now in New Smyrna, you're going to probably be around $2,200 or so, again, depending on location. Are you on the beach side or are you more mainland? It's going to have a big impact on that. Daytona Beach, you know, all things considered, you're going to probably be around $1,800 for a 3-2 or so. Housing cost overall, the big swings that you can see is oceanfront versus mainland. You'll have million plus on the ocean riverfront. Mainland, you can definitely get a more reasonable price point for sure. The median sales price right now in Daytona Beach is going to be $360,000, and the median sales price in New Smyrna Beach is going to be $415,000. So New Smyrna Beach is going to be a little bit more on the high side versus Daytona. Okay, all this sounds lovely and great, but how are we going to pay for it all? Great question. Let's talk about employment. So both cities, New Smyrna Beach and Daytona Beach, are going to rely heavily on the tourism and hospitality industries. So whether you are just starting out looking to be a bartender, or you're already well established and looking to just up your corporate career or make a job transfer, both cities do have options for you to choose from in those categories. The biggest employers in Daytona Beach right now, just to name a few, are going to be Advent Health in the medical healthcare sector. You've got NASCAR, the Speedway, just think racing. And then you've got the Daytona Beach Airport as well, and Brown & Brown Insurance, huge insurance company. So a lot of different sectors to choose from there. Again, those are just kind of the big four of employers in the Daytona Beach area. There's obviously a ton more, but just to kind of rattle a few off to you and get your mind thinking about it. New Smyrna Beach, again, we're going to go back to healthcare. We do have an Advent Health New Smyrna Beach Hospital located here within the city. So that's going to be the city's largest employer right now. One of the other big employers to the city who I love and really appreciate is going to be Epic Flight Academy. It's a local pilot training school right here at the New Smyrna Airport. They do a fantastic job, and they also do a really great job with the community and keeping everybody going. So outside of that, something else to consider is we do have the large grocery store chain Publix. If you've ever been to Florida, you know Publix. Shout out to the pub subs, chicken tender sub, if you will. A little bit of blue cheese on there. Anyway, Publix is going to be really a large employer here in the area as well. So if you're looking for a job, Florida probably has a job for you. And let's not forget how remote work has been impacting our areas as well. We are seeing a lot of people move into the area and retain their current jobs, and they're just doing the computer thing, keyboard warriors, living in paradise. We alluded to it a little bit earlier in the video, and that's going to be outdoor activities. And let me tell you, there is so much room for activities. Little Step Brothers reference for my Will Ferrell fans out there. But in all seriousness though, we do have every outdoor activity you can imagine. Boating, fishing, kayaking, canoeing, jet skiing, paddleboarding. You want to strap a parachute to your back and get pulled by a boat, towed by a boat, aka parasailing, we can do that for you as well. Really, the outdoor activities are going to be endless. You've got golfing, pickleball, whatever it is, disc golf, outdoor gun range shooting. We've got it for you here in between the two cities. Overall, Daytona Beach is going to be a little bit more developed on that section just because they've gone back to the spacing. They've got more room for golf courses. They do have a huge pickleball indoor-outdoor court area. So if you're looking for stuff like that, that's going to be a little bit more on the Daytona side. New Smyrna has a wonderful pet-friendly dog park. It's the Smyrna Dunes Park. It's on 184 acres. It's wedged right in between Ponce Inlet and New Smyrna. So you've got the ocean on the one side and the river on the other. It's 2 miles of handicap accessible boardwalk. It's just an absolute beautiful spot to be. And if you wanted to go south in New Smyrna all the way to the end of the earth, you will find yourself at the Canal National Seashore, which is going to just be a serene, undeveloped beauty of a place. Same thing, you're going to have the ocean on the one side. The sand is going to be different. It's going to be a little bit more shelly and a little bit more prickly, but not to worry. You can smooth it out, lay a towel on. You will find a little bit more seashell variety there. So if you are a beachcomber looking for some cool seashell finds, the National Seashore might be it for you. And what I really love about that too is that you're able to just do a short walk across the road there, and you're going to walk a little bit through woods, and you're going to find yourself in the backwaters of the Intercoastal Waterway, which is the Mosquito Lagoon, which is world famous for its red fishing. So really cool outdoor activities for both areas. Really just kind of looking to depend on what your flavor is. If you're looking to surf and fish, New Smyrna might be a little bit better for you. If you're just looking for more variety in the different sportings and golf courses, Daytona might be for you. New Smyrna does have some cool golf courses as well. Daytona just has more. So if you are thinking about moving to Daytona Beach, New Smyrna Beach, you already live here, looking to make a move across town or anywhere in Volusia County, I'd love to be able to help you find the next perfect home for you and your family. Give me a call or text. The number is in the description below. And if you are looking to make a move to New Smyrna and you don't already live here, watch this video right above and it'll show you all the things you need to do and consider before you move to New Smyrna Beach.